today is another minimalism video and I'm very excited because I am slowly clearing everything out and it's making me feel very good. Today I am going to be doing my cupboard and my shoes, and in the cupboard is mostly shoes, coats, and then other random stuff that people put in cupboards. Now this is going to be slightly more challenging than my other videos because I have actually gone through my wardrobe quite a few times before and got rid of a lot of stuff, whereas my shoes and my coats are something that I spent a lot of money on in the last 5 to 10 years and I have collected a lot of, so it's going to be a lot harder for me because I have a lot of shoes and I have a lot of coats. I don't necessarily want to get rid of them all. I don't want to just be someone who has like one pair of trainers, one pair of heels, one pair of flats, one pair of boots. I kind of like the variety because I really do enjoy fashion. So yeah, it's just maybe a bit of inspiration there for any of you who enjoy the minimalism videos and do watch them on YouTube, but kind of feel a bit, not threatened, but you feel a bit like, oh well, I'm not quite like that. Am I minimalist? Because I'm not that minimalist, if that makes sense. But I think everybody can apply it to their life in the way that's appropriate to them, in the way that it works for them. So yeah, just thought I'd say that because I think it's important. I don't think that it's a one size fits all. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Okay, so this is the cupboard before. As you can see, this definitely does not represent a minimalist because it is stuffed. Now, because I've known that I've wanted to do this cupboard for a while, I've kind of just been chucking things in, and all the shoes are a crazy mess because I've just been throwing them in there because I'm like, oh, I'll sort that out next week. And it's been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an absolute chaos in the hallway and empty everything onto the floor and get everything out of there. I'm going to first start with the shoes, then I'm going to do the coats, and then I'm going to do the stuff at the top here. So the first thing that you have to do is just take everything out of the cupboard. Don't organise the cupboard with stuff still in it. Literally take it out and empty it totally so you can see everything and start from scratch. I'm also going to go get the shoes from everywhere else in my house. So there's a pair of shoes just in my bedroom and there's also quite a few shoes in my wardrobe because I want to do a clear out of my shoes, and I didn't include that in my wardrobe video. So yeah, we're just going to get all the shoes out on the floor. So here's all of our shoes. I might have to get Alex in here and ask him which ones he's keeping, but most of them are mine. Yeah, chaotic. Okay, so what's ended up happening is I put aside a couple shoes that are Alex's that I'm not sure he wants or doesn't want, I don't know. And then here are my maybes and here are my yeses. So I know that all of these shoes me and Alex wear. But yeah, there's 2 pairs of Converse there. Here are my sandals. They're still holding up well. These are vegan. They were from Dune and they're fake leather. While the inside's a bit like beaten up, they still, when you wear them, they look really good and I love those. They weren't that expensive. And then we've got a pair of Alex's flip-flops. So at the minute, that's my pile of yes shoes. I'm unsure about these because I do have another pair of doll shoes and I really don't know that I need more than like 2 pairs. The other pair I have are not very comfortable, so I think I might get rid of them. And then these I used to wear, I used to live in these, but I just haven't worn them this summer. But I think that's because this summer it's been really shitty weather, so I've just not enjoyed any sort of warmth. And they were also under my bed in a storage container. Actually, I realise I'm not talking to you here. Yeah, they were underneath my bed, which is something that I actually decided against. I bought one of those bags that you can get to put under your bed and stuff because I thought, oh, that's minimalist, like I'm storing things away and I'm kind of sorting everything out. But all it meant was that I just stored stuff under there that I didn't use ever, and it was just kind of a waste. And I took it all out and I'm trying to find places for it so that nothing's hidden, nothing's away. I think that I'm learning that the thing about minimalism is having everything kind of not on display, but everything there, you know where everything is. And I just think that that being under the bed was just being ignored, and these were under there. So I think that I'm going to take these out and see if I end up wearing them. I do love these. They're just like canvas shoes. You can get them in like any colour. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep those. And then these heels, I'm having a bit of a dilemma with my heels because I used to be a fashion-aholic, and I still am. I still love fashion, but I used to have a bit of a shopaholic, probably is the best description. So very materialistic, and I used to buy a lot of heels. Shoes were my crux. Shoes were my problem, and I used to have so many shoes, it was insane, and I used to spend all of my earnings on high heels and stuff, which is stupid, but So I've got rid of quite a few pairs of heels in the last year or two, just because I've not worn them and I have no reason for them. I'll show you my bedroom. So these are the ones I'm keeping. Ooh, it's a bit of a mess everywhere. So these are the shoes I'm keeping in my bedroom. So there's my boots I got off eBay years ago. These I got from a charity shop. Both of these are faux leather. I got these from a charity shop about a year ago. These I got, I don't even know, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. They are leather. They're men's shoes from a charity shop again, but I'm keeping them because I love them. These are all from my obsessed heel days, but I think that keeping like a few of these pairs is fine because I do see myself wearing them in the future potentially for you know, when I don't live so secluded, and I do enjoy, you know, going out with friends and stuff like that. So, you know, you don't know, I do enjoy dressing up. So these were heels. I'm never going to get rid of these, let's be honest, because I just think they're the most classic pair of heels, and I got them for my graduation. They do hold sentimental value. Now I know that a lot of minimalists don't believe in holding sentimental value to items, but I do. If I can fit my shoes in here that aren't everyday shoes, then that's fine. And I know I've titled this video Minimalism, and to anyone who is a minimalist, they might look at that and be like, that's not minimalist at all. But as I said in my other videos, I am on my journey towards minimalism. Everyone has their own definition of minimalism and everyone finds their own way, and this is my way. You wouldn't believe the amount of heels I had. I think I counted them once and I had over like 50 pairs of shoes. It was insane. I used to have an entire cupboard just filled with heels, like a cupboard floor to ceiling filled with shoes. So yeah, this is a huge, huge change for me. These shoes, I'm not sure about. They're so pretty, but I just don't know. See, I'm a bit of a Carrie Bradshaw. I love heels and I just can't. But yeah, that's looking so much better. And the cupboard in here, I'll show you the shoe bit. I haven't done the rest yet, obviously, but the shoe bit's looking a lot better. So it's mine and Alex's cycling shoes. At the bottom there's my black Converse and Alex's smart shoes. A pair of sandals each, or 2 pairs of doll shoes. The slip-on shoes, which I'm going to see if I end up wearing or not. Alex's pair of trainers he wears all the time. My pair of running trainers, and then my Converse that I wear all the time. So yeah, that's looking a lot better. So let's move on to coats. Now this is going to be epic because I also used to have an obsession with buying coats. So yes, we'll see. Right, so this is the insane amount of coats that Alex and I have in our cupboard and the back of our... Oh no, there's more here, look. Here's another. Just to add to the collection. Now, as you can see, I wasn't joking when I said I had a lot of coats. I have a problem and I know I need help. So let's kind of sort through this. So this is where it gets tricky because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 denim jackets. Isn't that insane? That is insane. It's gonna get tricky now. You know, this is quite hard for me. This is very hard. Okay, so I have done everything now. There are just a couple of coats that I need to ask Alex about. There's just 2 of them. I'm not sure whether he wants to keep them or not. So yeah, I've showed you the shoes. That's looking so much better. These are my coats. Now, obviously I still have a lot of coats. So there's this big vintage, that's not real, sort of shearling jacket, and I live in this. I love it. And then I have 2 coats here, which this one's from a charity shop, and then this one's, I don't need to go through everything, but there's some woolen coats here. So I've got a pink one, a camel one, and a black one. And then these are Alex's coats. So he's got a woolly one and a smart one, and then this is my denim jackets. So I kept 2 of them, so I got rid of quite a lot. I've got a light one, and then this one here, and then my Burberry coat. And then up here, it's, I thought actually, I thought it was really bad up here, but it wasn't actually that bad. I was quite organised and I just made it look a bit tidier, but it wasn't bad at all. I thought it was loads of junk up here, but it really wasn't. So in here are onesies. So there's 3 onesies in there, only because they take up so much room and they don't really fit in drawers because they're just so puffy. This is like a Pikachu one, and then there's a teddy bear one, and then there's my black one, which has got like cat ears. Here's an electric heater, my tennis racket. This is like, I think it's like a window screen cleaner or something Alex uses on his car. Umbrella, and then woolly stuff, and that's like party stuff, so like leftover party bags and Halloween things. So yeah, I think that's quite organised. So I think the the key here, I'm gonna have a chat about how I've organised this. I think that the tips that I would advise for organising your cupboard, let's have the cupboard in the background, is to think about the purposes of things. So if you have shoes and coats, think about what you use them for again, and if you do use them, and try to have like one thing per use, or one or two things per use. So I think that with the shoes I've done quite a good job there. I've got like, you know, the trainers and the Converse, they're kind of one or two things per use, and same with the coats. And I'm obviously sharing this with Alex too, so I don't think that that's too many coats. In terms of storing in a cupboard, I just think that the key is just to not bury things in there and just chuck things in there, like have actual boxes to put things in. So these are just old wicker baskets that I've had for a long time, like literally since I was a teenager, and it just enables storage for things that don't necessarily fit in your wardrobe or whatever. In terms of tips for this, it's not to like overstuff your cupboards or use your cupboards in the future as just somewhere to just chuck everything and put things you don't care about, like in Friends where Monica has that cupboard of junk and she's like, don't go in there. Don't do that. Make sure you know what's in your cupboard, and it makes it so much easier. So I know that when I go in here, I know what I can find and everything is in its place. So yes, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and now I'm gonna go tidy up all the nonsense that's ended up everywhere as a result of emptying that cupboard. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Did the bike fit?
So we are the biggest noobs / the bike shop